Let's talk about a supplement that's been hyped up for years, Deer Antler Velvet. If you've spent any time in fitness circles, you've probably seen ads promising that it boosts testosterone, builds muscle faster, heals injuries overnight, and even reverses aging. Sounds like a miracle, right? Well, here's the truth. Deer Antler Velvet is one of the biggest scams in the supplement industry. Today, we're breaking down exactly why it doesn't work, why it's overhyped, and why you should keep your hard-earned cash in your wallet instead of wasting it on this nonsense. Before we continue, a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Crusader Ground Coffee. If you love great coffee, you've got to check them out. Bold flavor, smooth taste, and handcrafted quality in every cup. Hit the link in the description to grab yours and support the channel. Now, let's get back to it. First, let's get into what Deer Antler Velvet actually is. It's literally the soft, fuzzy coating that covers the antlers of deer while they're growing. Companies grind it up or turn it into sprays and capsules, and they claim it contains IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor. IGF-1 is a real growth hormone that your body produces naturally, and yes, it plays a role in muscle growth and recovery. But here's the catch. The IGF-1 found in Deer Antler Velvet is present in such tiny microscopic amounts that it's basically useless. By the time it's processed into a supplement, the so-called active ingredient is long gone. In other words, you're paying premium prices for glorified ground-up antlers. One of the biggest marketing hooks behind Deer Antler Velvet is testosterone. Every guy wants more energy, faster recovery, and bigger gains in the gym. Companies know this, so they slap phrases like natural testosterone booster or anabolic muscle growth on their bottles. But let's be crystal clear. There is zero scientific evidence that Deer Antler Velvet raises testosterone in men. Multiple studies have been done, and every time, the results come back the same. No measurable effect on testosterone, strength, or athletic performance. If it really worked, don't you think professional athletes would be openly using it instead of steroids or testosterone replacement therapy? Exactly. Now, some people will argue, but I felt more energized when I took it, or I swear my recovery was faster. That's the placebo effect. When you pay $100 for a bottle of something that promises superhuman results, your brain convinces your body that it's working, at least temporarily. But placebo isn't the same as real performance enhancement. If you're actually tracking your lifts, your recovery time, or your testosterone levels with real medical testing, you'll see there's no change. Placebo might trick you for a few weeks, but reality always catches up. Let's also talk about how ridiculous the pricing is. A small bottle of Deer Antler Velvet extract can cost anywhere from $50 to $200. For that money, you could buy high-quality protein powder, creatine, or even pay for a few months of gym membership, all of which are proven to work. Instead, companies want you to fork over your cash for what's essentially powdered deer hair. Think about that. They're literally selling you deer fuzz as a miracle cure. It would almost be funny if it wasn't such a blatant ripoff. The scam gets even worse when you look at how it's marketed. Remember back in 2013 when NFL star Ray Lewis was accused of using Deer Antler Velvet to recover from an injury? That created massive buzz, and supplement companies jumped on the hype. Suddenly, every product was being advertised as banned by the NFL, or so powerful athletes are secretly using it. But here's the kicker. The World Anti-Doping Agency tested it and said there was no real evidence it did anything performance-enhancing. They didn't even bother banning it long-term because it's that ineffective. It was all just clever marketing built on controversy, not science. And let's not forget about safety. While Deer Antler Velvet isn't necessarily dangerous in small doses, the bigger problem is quality control. Since supplements aren't regulated like prescription drugs, you have no idea what's actually inside those capsules or sprays. Many tests have shown that so-called deer antler products are often contaminated, mislabeled, or don't even contain measurable amounts of IGF-1 at all. Some are just straight-up scams with filler ingredients and no active compounds whatsoever. So not only are you wasting money, you're also risking your health by putting untested, low-quality junk into your body. Now, let's compare it to real, proven supplements. Want more strength and muscle? Take creatine. It's backed by decades of research and is dirt cheap. Want better recovery? Make sure you're getting enough protein and sleep. Want higher testosterone? Lose body fat, train hard, and if your levels are truly low, see a doctor about medically supervised testosterone replacement therapy. All of those approaches are real, measurable, and effective. Deer Antler Velvet doesn't even come close to competing with them. So here's the bottom line. Deer Antler Velvet does not work. It doesn't raise testosterone, it doesn't speed up recovery, it doesn't build muscle, and it won't make you feel younger. It's an overpriced scam built on clever marketing and hype. If you want real results, stick to what's proven. Train consistently, eat properly, sleep well, and use supplements that actually have scientific backing. Stop falling for shiny gimmicks that promise shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. If you've ever thought about buying Deer Antler Velvet, do yourself a favor. Don't. Save your money for supplements that work, or better yet, invest it in things that actually improve your health and performance. Remember, every dollar you spend on a scam like this is a dollar you could have used for real progress. So the next time you see someone hyping up Deer Antler Velvet, you'll know the truth. It's not a miracle. It's not magic. It's just a scam in a bottle.